Hello and welcome to Furryearsworld. We're back in Stone Block 3 land. Here we are, Stone Block 3 land. And when last we were here, we were trying to do stuff with deployers and presses and it was all downstairs here. Do you want to see? Do you want to? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Look, I managed to get the bloody things to place in the right places. This is what we ended up with. This is what we ended up. There was a cobblestone nightmare down here while I got these things put in the right places. But this is them in their right places. We now need to figure a way. We need to figure a way. What we need to come up with is a way, a forward way, you know, forward speaking, thinking, progressive to get these things to bloody power up. We have a power source here coming dangly down. I think this is our way forward. I genuinely believe this little bugger here is our way forward. We bring a shaft down into a right angle gearbox, 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 right angle gearbox. Send the power across ways. I'm telling you, right across the back, right across the arse side of it, and then back up again. Power in, power in, power in. That's what I'm thinking. That's where my thinking is right now. But that's like what, 7, 8, 9, 10 gearboxes. That's 10 gearboxes. That's, on a scale of 1 to 10, that's more gearboxes than 5. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Where is the gearboxes is? Where is the gearboxes is? We've made them before. We know we've made them. This is it. This is the one. So it's an encased doohickey wall surrounded by stuff and things. We can make these. We know we can make these. We might need more andesite and zinc, you know, to do that old game. And then this. All of this is easily doable. If we're making like 10 of them, that's 40 of these gear cogwheel gear wheel cog wheel gear cog gear cog gear wheel cog. I think I comprehensively nailed that. I don't know what anyone else is feeling. I think it went well. So we're going to put that in there. 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 And that's going to make us all of them. We're then going to do that. And that's going to make us quite a few of them. But we're not going to use all of them. We're not going to spaff it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just don't need to spaff it. So we're not going to. We've got quite a bit of it now. We've got over a stack of it. We've got shafts for days. Good, you know, comprehensive shafting is sometimes a requirement. So we have to make... Did we say 10? Yeah, we did say 10, didn't we? So we need to make 40 cogwheels. We have got wood. We have got wood. We can do that. Let's do that. Let's start the ball rolling. That's 40 shafts popped right then and there. Just you know, bang, 40 shafts gone. It's insanity. It's insanity. What we're trying to achieve is literal insanity. There we go. And then we have a load of the andesite nonsense and tosh to make 10 gear boxes. We're going to need 10 wood. We've only got 8 wood, but we know a place where there's more, and that will be that place there, which is kind of handy to have knocking around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. And then we peel it. You know, certain. You know, it's quite appealing. And then the freshly peeled wood we slap about with this stuff. We go bosh 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 like that. That's all there is to it. And then we pick them up. Good. And then we make the gearboxes that we much need. We go like that. We get these. We go 20, 20, 10, 10. And then we get 40 gearboxes. It's quite a lot of gearboxes. I'm not going to lie, that is quite a lot of gearboxes. Where's our way down? There's a way. I completely forgot where we were then. It's embarrassing. Generally embarrassing. So we're bringing our power across the back here a ways, aren't we? So we're going to need, what we actually need is in line with this, turn around, do that. And then in line with this, turn around, do that, that, and that. That should be a good start. And then they're more straightforward. That's more straightforward. So we want you there, you there, you there, and you there. And then we're going to do... Some of these will be counter-rotating, which is potentially a problem. But also at the same time, I'm not going to worry about it. That's going to come down one, like that. Then we're going to recraft one of them. Like so. Which is going to give us one of them, which will go there. Like that. And then we put a shaft in there, like that. Then we go that, 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 that. And they're all doing the do. Which is what we wanted to see. They're all powered. They're going up and down. They're going up and down. They're not doing it quickly. Don't get me wrong. They are not breaking their backs here. But I'm not sad about it. If it works, I'll accept it as being slow as turd. We want one of these here, and then we're gonna drive shafts straight across like this to where the wall is, and then we want one of those there, one of those there. Yep, one of those there, and one of those there. I'm not sure where that B is. I'm not worried. We missing a shaft? We are. There we go. Now we got lots of hands going up and down. Look at this. 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 Powered, baby. And they just go up and down for days now. Let's go see where that B is. He's going to drop crap, but he might drop eggs. Oh, he's in the ground. He's in the ground. We're leaving him to it. I didn't realise the ground was quite that thick here. Someone's thick. Not saying who, but someone's thick. Right, so we've got that. We need to think about this, silicon. How were we making silicon? Can anyone remember how we made the silicon? I can't remember how we made the silicon. It was a combination of stuff and things, and it made silicon. Because that's step one. That's step one. It is silicon. There, silicon. We are cooking either Certus quartz dust or nether quartz. What do we fancy cooking? What do we fancy cooking off? Certus quartz dust is kind of rare. Maybe. Maybe it's kind of rare. Oh, they've not been picked up, have they? They've not been picked up. That's because I know why that is. I know why that is. That's not sucking, that's blowing. Look at it, it's set to blow. How do I reverse the flow of the blow? None of the others have had that problem. None of the others have had that problem. They've all been set to suck. So why are you set to blow? Nope. That's not good. That's better. So now when we put the filter on there and we throw these things in there, they should end up in there. Perfect. Bloody lucky that didn't despawn, because that's everything we've built so far. Bit of bloody luck that didn't despawn. How are you doing? You should be empty. We got a bit of coal. Oh. Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's a problem. That's a problem. Think we can fix that problem? Like I said earlier, there are always problems that need a little bit of, furry attention. Linking tool. No. Configuration tool. That's the one. There are always problems that arise. Let's grab some coal out of here. It's a little worrying that we've burned through all that coal. Just filling that energy cube. That could be... There we go. No. Take the coal. Good. Take all the coal. I think you're locked to coal now. I think you will only allow coal in there. Everything else can go back in there, and we've got some gravel left over, which needs to go to hell, basically. Yeah, this will occasionally, on occasion, pull gravel. If it gets free reign, it will pull gravel. So hopefully we're locked on coal with that. Yeah, 0 coal, but we're locked on coal, so it can't put anything else in there. That's good. We should probably lock all of these down to what they are. We do have some numbers building up here quite largely. I don't think there's anything that's going to kill us yet, but some of them are going in the kill direction, which I'm not a big fan of. Not a big fan of. So we've burned through all that coal. I'm concerned because coal is not coming in at a terribly quick rate. Let's go see what we've got in the way of power there. Are we dissipating energy on something? Because I thought we were just charging up the energy cube. This thing, which is full. That thing is not doing anything. So what are these doing? Why are these still pulling coal? What are we... Does this have a constant drain on it? If that has a constant drain on it, that's going to be a problem. Let's get that out of the way. I need these to calm the hell down. We can't afford to have a constant drain. We had stopped pulling coal, but that energy cell seems to have broken the system a little bit, which isn't going to be ideal. Particularly when we need to automate charging of Certus quartz crystals. That's going to be a problem. I'd like to see that start going up again. But the coal comes in so rarely on this rail. Maybe there's a better way of getting coal. Let's have a look. Coal. Cold chicken. There is a cold chicken. That might be the way forward, you know. %40 chance of coal from crushing gravel. We could just crush a crap ton of gravel. So the coal chicken drops coal. I think that might be our way forward, you know. I think the cold chicken. How are we making a cold chicken? A flint chicken. How are we making a flint chicken? Okay, an egg and some flint makes us a flint chicken in the big machine. Okay, that's fine. We did have some eggs, but we spaffed them all in a stupid way. So that might have been a terrible, terrible mistake. We have exactly no eggs now. But we did have some eggs. We can go check the animals, see if more chickens have appeared, but I don't think they will have done. So let's think about... We came in here to do something, didn't we? And then we got completely distracted by, you know, stuff and things. We were after... We've got Certus Quartz Dust there, which is on 429. We've got 1.29. So take that. We'll turn that into silicon, and then we'll turn that silicon into... something else. Bang it in there. It should cook off into silicon. Certus Quartz... Nether Quartz. Just words. Just make your own words up. Fill in the blanks where Furry has left gaping holes. Big gapers, if you will. Big honking gapers. So, we need these presses. That one. That one. That one. That one. And I believe Applied Energistics will tell us for making these, it goes on its kind of hand thing. Yeah. For these, it goes on its kind of hand thing. Am I right? These. It goes on. Yeah, it goes on the hand thing. Okay. I need to work out how to get these onto the hand thing, because I've got a feeling that's not going to be easily done. I can't remember how we did it last time. We did do something of this ilk last time, but I cannot remember how. Okay, that does it. Oh, I see. I see where the box is now. Then we want calculation. We want calculation in the middle, possibly. And logic to be the first one. And then engineering to be the last one. Like that. So, what we will get is we throw a silicon on there, like this. That will come down. Make that. We can grab that off. Yeah? Okay. That's a system. What we could do with is potentially feeding in with a hopper. It might be a bit extreme. It might be a bit extreme. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's suck it and see. It's the only way to do it. Is to suck it and see. You might not like the taste, but you know, as long as you're sucking it, that's all that matters. That's not how no. Just no, Furriers. Just no. So we're making a hopper like so. And what we're going to try and do is some shenanigans. And I don't know whether we can do shenanigans with the thing that we're working with here. I don't know. This thing. Can we do shenanigans with this thing? If I do that, and then I put something on the side of that, will it deploy in? We'll see. We'll see. Let's grab some of that silicon. Because this thing could take multiple blocks on top of it, so I don't know what happens when we do this. Alright, it's taking one. Has it taken just the one? Yeah, it's taken just the one. It's done that to it, but it won't take another one. Until that one's gone. Then it puts another one in there. That's perfect behavior from my perspective. From my perspective, that is perfect behavior. That is doing the right thing. And then we can put a thingy on the side and or maybe out front actually. Yeah, that is kind of working for us. These will end up going, probably being fed. Let's have a look. for these ones, we get redstone in the hand, which is fed into this machine. So we need to feed... What are we stamping with this? Oh, so we get the printed logic circuit, whatever circuit is we're dealing with. We stamp it with the silicon, then we move it on, stamp it with the redstone, then we move it on and just press the whole shit show to buggery at the end. So this gets fed, that gets fed with redstone, this gets fed with these, and this has as its input on this bottom section the output from these. That feels okay. That feels okay. If we can put this in here reliably. Feels like we could. I think if I chose to, it would go in there. There might be a way we can just port those things in. Maybe hoppers again. Let's make some more hoppers and see what that does for us. I think between the episodes, I will get a load more obsidian, and then at the start of next week's episode, or the next episode, or whatever, you make up your own words again. Okay, apparently Brain has just decided to wander off into the wilderness and make a small tent and live in that for now. I'm just gonna get rid of this because I'm sick of it being in my inventory. So we want a couple of chests. It's no bad thing. A couple of chests. Nice job. Oh, we only got one. That's not premium. Okay, a couple of chests. And then we want doop 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 doop. Because I genuinely don't really know how this create nonsense is expecting to work. I know how applied energistics works. I've never done it this way. I'm not worried. I think we will have success. And as I walk past, I can just swipe that, you see, and that will crack on with what it's doing. What I'd like to think I can do is that, and then put those in there, and that has appeared in his hand there. Perfect. That's what we wanted to see. So that's now waiting. That's got nothing to put in. We can give that redstone. Oh man, we're nearly making stuff here. We are nearly making stuff. Let's grab a couple of stacks of redstone. Because that is filling up. The redstone is filling up. Alright, so if we throw redstone in there, bosh, bosh, that will sit and wait. Right, that can hold quite a bit, can't it? This thing can hold quite a bit. Is there a limit to what it can hold? It seems content to take a lot. A stack. Okay, it can hold a full stack. Good. Including the one in its little Donny mitt. So we need to pull that somehow and feed it into there. And then pull that, feed it into there. Not entirely sure how we're going to do that. Because whatever comes out of there goes into there. No ifs, no buts. We can prove that. I believe we can prove that. This one will run constantly. The plan is this one runs constantly. It will just constantly be producing them until it reaches a certain level, and then that will be backlogged. And then it'll produce on demand, theoretically. I feel like I kind of need to auto pull out of this, but I'm not sure how yet. So there may be an element of manually running these things for a while. Let's try and make, because the first thing we need, the first jobbo we need-o, is engineering. We need one of these. And that is a diamond shoved in the correct location. So I grab a diamond. We're going to go start to finish on this job. You'll love it. It'll be sexy. Diamond should be the last one. So if we plop him down there. Down comes your friend. He's not in a rush. There's our doohickey. Our doohickey goes there. Down comes our friend. Perfect. Down comes this one. Perfect. Down comes this one. There's our circuit. Perfect. That works. That works. So we did start to finish. The process, start to finish. We want to make this ME controller. So it's Fluix crystals, which we've got skystone blocks. How are we making skystone blocks? How are we making skystone blocks? Skystone? How are we making skystone? We're cooking skystone dust to make skystone blocks. We have got this much skystone dust. So let's cook that off. We actually need to double cook it, which is a frustration. I'm not going to lie. That is a frustration. We probably need to invest in a faster cooking technology. That's all done now, so we can swoop half of that out of there and pop it in there. Or we could just double cook it as it comes out. Do we want to think about where we want to put this bloody thing? Bearing in mind, and I think it's important, the 8-channel rule. The 8-channel applied energy sticks rule. Which is fundamentally a pain in the titties at times. No. No. But this works. This system works. It's not automated. God knows it's not automated. And he's content with it not being automated. I'm wondering if there's a way we could just feed. I might be overcomplicating things. Because this needs cooked nether quartz. This is cooked nether quartz. The feed for this is cooked nether quartz. Do we just cook nether quartz here? Or should we have a stack, a supply of cooked nether quartz on the standby, ready to work with this? I don't know the answers. I simply don't know the answers to that. There are answers. I know there are answers. I don't know what the answers are. Do we have any coal left over here? That one's absolutely whizzing in comparison, isn't it? Yes, we do. Cool. Because we do need more coal. I am concerned about the fact that we have run out of power. Or we have run out of coal that is working in the power system. That bothers me. I don't know what we're going to do about it. So we've got skystone there. Nice. We'll take that skystone dust out of there. We will pop that in there with that. And that should make us our skystone blocks. You can chew on that. Everything is wizard. We need 4 of these. And this is our first ME controller. Not our last. There will be multiple ME controllers. We will manifest in a big way ME controllerage. It's going to be good. But I want to get this built now. And then we're done. We're on the right path. I'm worried about having to make cables. The Fluix cables. Which I cannot see for the life of me. Oh, they're here. These quartz fibers make up something, and then these, they're the ones. That's what I'm worried about making. I seem to remember them being hideously expensive to make a lot of. And if you haven't got everything reasonably proximate to itself, it's going to be a nightmare. Just if everything's not piled up on top of itself, things are going to go so badly wrong for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make this thing, and then we've made some progress today. That's what I'm thinking. ME controller, jobby, bobby, bosh. There you go. ME controller. Job done. Happy times. And I think, with that said, from Furryearsworld, admire the look. Love it. We are going to go with a cheery old ta-ta for now.